We do have a special guest in the studio and in Seattle, Rich Robinson. Let's hear a little of his new record right now. This is I Know You.
Dude, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah. The album is called Ceaseless Sight. Rich Robinson and his brother Chris were still teenagers when they formed the Black Crowes, and man, did they start with a bang. The Crowes' first record, Shake Your Money Maker, came out in 1990, instantly sold millions, got them booked on some of the biggest tours in rock. Seen these guys with Robert Plant. We've played with Jimmy Page. I mean, the biggest stuff going. What followed was 2 decades of recording and touring with a few breaks in between. But Rich, the driving songwriting force and guitarist of the band, has never quit making wonderful music. This is his third solo record, Ceaseless Sight. Tonight you can see him performing tracks from his entire catalog at the Tractor Tavern. And right now we're going to go down the hall. We get the honor of welcoming Rich Robinson. He's come all the way from Atlanta, Georgia to 95.7 KJR and the Carter Subaru Live Theater. Let me see if we got you up. Good morning, Rich.
How you doing?
Hey, good, man. How's it going?
I'm pretty good. I'm speaking through a PA.
Yeah, okay.
Our apologies.
Yeah, I got you. Is it working okay? You can hear me okay?
It's great. It's like stadium quality PA, and there's 2 people in here. It's really cool.
Well, I would.
Oh, I smell sarcasm. Let's get some more folks in there. Let's get the sales staff in there.
I would highly.
I'm going down the hall to watch. We'll almost double your audience in a couple minutes.
You know what? That will double the audience.
It's funny because the last time I saw you play live was at the Gorge, and there were about 20,000. So
With Tom Petty.
yeah, that was a killer tour, man. That was an awesome tour. And I think the first time I saw you play live was with Robert Plant when he went out solo. And
Yeah, I mean, that was one of our first, opening arena tours. Robert was great. I remember that really well.
Yeah.
Especially when we played up here. Yeah.
now you guys have you play together. You take a few years off. You play together. You and Chris are brothers. What's the status on the Black Crowes right now? Is there anything coming in the future?
No.
No.
I appreciate the
Joe.
honesty.
Thanks,
2 people
Joe.
are here. I'm not working with that clown again. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, we don't. It seems like as we get older, we can really only take each other like a tour at a time, maybe. And then,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
All brothers get there, man.
Yeah, it gets that way. It's look, it is what it is.
One thing I always never had a chance to talk to either one of you guys, but your logo for the Black Crowes, that's the actual Heckle and Jekyll, isn't it? The first original Crowes logo?
No.
No.
It's actually, I'm sure it's a close take of it.
Yeah, really, like almost legally. That's what I was wondering.
It's
how,
Heckle and Jekyll if
It's
they were more
It's
fun.
well within the legal boundaries
Right.
of artistic interpretation.
Cool. I'd always wondered about that. Well, I sure appreciate you coming in. I'm from the South too. I'm from Water Valley, Mississippi, is where I was born. You noticed a little bit of my accent, and I'm a big fan of your music. We lost Johnny Winter last night, and I was wondering, what were your influences when you were a kid growing up in the South? I listened to a lot of Johnny Winter and blues guitarists like that. Was that kind of the stuff you listened to too, or did you have other things?
I was always a song person. I mean, growing up, I got a better appreciation for Johnny, like progressive blues and those records. But growing up with my dad, we always had a lot of Bob Dylan, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and Sly and the Family Stone, and things like that.
Nice.
And Joe Cocker. So the earliest memories I had was of that music. And then my dad would play, because he was a musician in the 50s. He would play like some really cool old Appalachian songs, and so we had a relatively broad spectrum of music growing up. But it was later when we really got into, Johnny Winter and the Stones and all that.
Yeah, and you've recorded a broad spectrum of music. I've got on my Facebook page right now the video you did for One Road Hill. It's awesome. I think lots of people need to see it, so we're going to push that out on every way we can. And if you want to see Rich Robinson tonight, last time I saw him, he was playing for 20,000. He's going to play for 2 right now.
3. I'm going down.
3.
Yeah.
Spike's going down there. Well, there's going to be somewhere in between 3 people and 20,000 at the Tractor Tavern tonight. And I think if you want to be one of the lucky ones, be there 9 o'clock tonight, the Tractor Tavern. The new album is called The Ceaseless Sight, and we're going to listen to a couple of tracks off of it right now live. Rich Robinson in the Carter Subaru Live Theater. Thanks for coming into Seattle, getting up early, Rich. I know that's always a challenge when you're traveling, and take it away.
Thank you. This one's called Down the Road. Going down the road, straight lines broken and blurred. It's not the night or day, it's not the promised land. Rolling along is my task at hand. Into the day we'll ride away, and never to go backwards on our road again. Into the night we'll charge ahead, not knowing where we're going or which way we'll end. Nothing calling is all I need to be going nowhere. Keep up my speed. This is living, life worth living. No pressing motives, no calls to make. Down the road you leave behind, the world you never knew you didn't need to find. Still moving, world is rising, past the land and lakes and vistascapes, ceaseless sight on the horizon. Into the day we'll ride away, and never to go backwards on our road again. Into the night we'll charge ahead, not knowing where we're going or which way we'll end. With nothing calling is all I need to be going nowhere. Keep up my speed. This is living, a life worth living. No pressing motives, no calls to make. Down the road you leave behind, the world you never knew you did.